In September, Africa by Radio meetings were held in Kigali, the capital city of Rwanda. Kigali is known as the City of Thousand Hills, and Pentecostal Church hosted the meetings at their brand new Dove Conference Center and Hotel. Over 130 people from 16 African countries attended the week-long meetings. There were workshops on leadership and technical training for people running radio stations. Christopher Singh from Radio Worldwide conducted sessions on media awareness for church leaders and using social media for church growth and evangelism. Christian media in Africa is still very much like pulpit on air, which is enjoyed by Christians, but not many non-Christians benefit from it. That's why churches need to be aware of how to use media effectively. This was one of the videos Chris used for his teaching sessions.
The media is perhaps the most significant aspect of today's world. The printing press created the first media revolution. Ordinary people could afford books for the first time. It transformed the world. Several key inventions led to the second media revolution, the mass media. The third media revolution is happening now. New communication technologies are changing everything. More people in more places are using more media in more ways. This presents the church with some challenges. Media molds the people we want to reach with the gospel, and it shapes the young believers we want to disciple. But there are also amazing new opportunities. Christian communicators around the world feel overwhelmed by these challenges. How can Christians overcome the media distracting people from the good news of Jesus? How can Christians respond well to the media while growing as disciples? How can Christians be salt and light within mainstream media? How can Christians use media to reach new audiences in new ways? The Lausanne Media Engagement Network helps the global church meet this challenge. It focuses on 3 areas: media awareness, media presence, and media ministries. Media awareness is being aware of the media world in which we live and of God who speaks into it. Media presence is equipping Christians to embody God's presence within mainstream media. While media ministries is about using media well within the ministry of reconciliation God has given us. The network is a partnership of Christians with expertise or interest in media. Our passion is helping Christians engage actively with media. We're equipping Christians to respond to mainstream media with a Christian worldview. We're supporting Christians working in professional media. We're encouraging Christians to engage well within social media. And we're urging churches and ministries to find new, creative ways to communicate the gospel. Together, we can engage with media to the glory of Jesus Christ, the ultimate communicator of hope and life.
Tea time was time for refreshment as well as for making new contacts and networking. And then there was worship time. In 1994, Rwanda made the international news for a terrible genocide. So the participants took time to visit the memorial and reflected on the value of life. Over 1 million Tutsis were killed by rival Hutu tribes. There are mass graves at the memorial, where over 250,000 bodies are buried. Some names are written on the walls around the graves to remember the loss of life. Final 2 days were spent talking about training needs in Africa and how Radio Worldwide, along with others, can meet that need. Please pray for the Africa Media Trainers team.